to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
why do you leave Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want to
Are you in
get
Nigeria?
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after
must.
sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Posing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring and
Okay,
no.
so
Guy, never reach me will marry me.
that's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way?
yeah,
Do you know? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made you like that.
Imagine.
Good evening and welcome to The Lounge. My name is Margaret Osazoa and seated with me on set today is Apampa. Hi Apampa, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
And Muyoluwa. How are you doing today, Muyi?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's how I want the two of them not to showcase their love on this set where we start the show. So we cannot continue like this.
Hiya, Fams.
Hi, Moin.
Now, focus on me, everyone. Focus on me. Yeah, these two. Don't look at them. Focus on me. Okay, so what are we discussing today? We are discussing cancel culture. Is cancel culture justice or just hypocrisy? Now, cancel culture has become one of the most debated social phenomena of the digital age. Now, supporters argue that it holds people accountable for their words and actions, especially those in positions of power. Critics, however, claim that it is a form of online mob justice that often lacks due process and room for growth or redemption. Now, the question is, where do we draw the line between accountability and outright hypocrisy? I want to start with you on that one. Where do we draw the line here?
I think where we draw the line is if the intentions of reprimanding. I don't want to use the word cancel. I think cancel is a very big word to use. And I believe that everybody deserves second chance. Of course, there are some grave crime in court that I believe maybe you might want to go with the canceling culture. But if we want to go by what people define as the cancel culture, I mean, it's quite overboard. And where I believe we can draw the line between accountability and hypocrisy is when the tensions are not well spelled out, and if the intention is just to destroy the person and not necessarily to reprimand.
Okay, thank you. Amoyi, what do you think?
The cancel culture, like he said, but I would rather say cancel is not the big word here. It's what is actually happening. We see it happened everywhere, not just in Nigeria. I mean, all over the world, even in our small circles, we see it happen and happen and happen. And I cannot but say that it is right that people feel the way they feel against someone when the person goes wrong, does something wrong. But you now totally choosing that this is a way to discipline the person is to totally cancel them. It is really wrong because nobody's above mistake. You can't say that at one point of your life you've never done something that pisses other people off, or you just feel like it is wrong that you should have done those things. So we shouldn't just be so judgmental and say that, oh, because this person has done this, that is the end. No second chances. I mean, God even gave us second chances to life, so why not?
Okay, so funny story is some people have somewhat linked this cancel culture to some form of cyberbullying. Now, I'll say this because I asked earlier on the show and both of you said, no, it's not cyberbullying. But here's where it sort of becomes cyberbullying. Now, social media has become not just a marketplace, but for me, it has become a jungle justice zone. Just that we cannot say jungle justice in the sense of the word, but it has somewhat become a jungle justice zone where we have lawyers on social media now. We have governors. I'm not talking about our governors now. We have people that have high positions on social media now. You do something wrong, and these people judge you from left, right, center. You have no hiding place, literally. And then you have people come out on their comments and say, yes, they are doing the right thing. As they are dragging you, they are doing the right thing. And then you find people start to cyber bully people. Now, it's not, I know cancel culture might seem a little bit loud. It's very loud in the sense of the word that was used. But I think somehow cyberbullying somewhat comes to play in it because it starts from there. You start to bash them first. You have done this. This is not to say people don't do things that are wrong. Do you understand? This is not to say people are always right and you should not come for them. Now, but I want to put it out to people that these people that are doing these things are human beings like us.
Yeah.
And that's why I come to you, Apampa. So what this celebrity lifestyle that people have come to live seems to be different from the lifestyles that most of us have come to live. And we both have flesh and blood. So where do we draw the line and say, okay, no, this person is a human being like you. This person has a right to make mistakes. This person has the right to err. You don't have to totally say, get out. We don't need you anymore. You don't have to totally say, we're dropping you. We're not using you anymore. That's where I want you to come in. Where do you think we draw the line on this particular aspect?
I think everybody deserves breathing space. And when I mean breathing space, because we are all human, nobody's infallible here. And irrespective of your status, whether you're a celebrity or just a layman, you are bound to make mistakes. And I think that's one thing people need to realize, that yes, I mean, you owe these people to high esteem. Probably they are your mentors, but they are humans like you. I mean, if you feel that they are a god in quotes, I mean, it's a big mistake on your part. And irrespective of the level you owe them to, you also have to realize that they are fallible. They are not immortal. They are not infallible. So when they make mistakes, you have to see that, okay, I mean, this person is just like a human like me. Of course, there is room for corrections. There's room for reprimand. It's just like parents in the house, when your kids make mistakes, you reprimand them. You don't throw them to the dogs. True. You understand? So once we start seeing that, and once we start putting human face to whatever level of what's it called? I don't want to use the word punishment. Maybe reprimand. I think the better for us, because it looks like we believe that once a celebrity makes a mistake, or once a celebrity is out there and you know it's a big issue, the next thing is that this person, I mean, let's throw him to the dogs. No, I don't think so.
So Moyi, do you think that, aside from, like I said earlier, people have the right to make mistakes? Everybody makes mistakes, but like they say, now the one way you see for internet, now you go talk about. Do you understand? Everybody has the right to make mistakes. Now, do you see some sort of hypocrisy in this culture, where people just come online and they begin to bash? Now, point to note, a recent case happened, and I'm bringing a South Korean actor, Kim So-yoon, into it, because Nigerians flooded his Instagram page, you know, because they began to bully him over the death of one actress that died over the week, Kim Se-ron. Yes, that is her name, you know, and they began to bully this guy because they were friends, and obviously they thought they were together, and they just started to bully the guy on his birthday. Point to note, I will take that from you guys, but that's not the case. That's not what we're talking about today. So they decided to bully this guy, and you know, I liked the fact that people were not having it anymore. Because these days, when you bully people, you bully them to the point of suicide. And you know the funny thing, you know the hypocrisy in those things, is the fact that some persons that were even saying, no, don't say that, they are the ones that are bullying him. You know, it's funny how, that's what I'm talking about hypocrisy. It's funny how when somebody comes out to say, but what you are doing is wrong, everybody comes out to say, I stand with you, it's true. So who is bullying the person? He says spirits. Who is doing it? Do you think hypocrisy somehow comes to play in that?
Of course, yes. I mean, the world of social media now as giving people the leverage to say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do behind the scenes. Some people have like 3 to 4 different accounts.
Yeah,
they would bash you with every other one and smile with you with one, or support you with one.
What kind of life?
So it's, the hypocrisy is on a very high side. And I said something, I think when we have a discussion sometimes ago, I said celebrities, their life is built around people. It is people that made them who they are, whether you know it or not. If people do not support you, if they do not like you, you are not being celebrated in the dictionary of the world. So people have to be your carriage. So it's just like they are carrying you, and once they all leave you like this, then you go to the ground and you fall. And that was the situation of this actress that died. I would say, especially in the Korean world, most of them live their life based on what people say. Even from their movies, you could detect that these people, these celebrities, so to say, they live their life based on their fans. When their fans love you, they love you like crazy. So at that point when they are loving you, you might think that you already have the whole world. Just point to note that the moment that you do something and they stop loving you, that's the end. Because what made them start bullying her or cancel her in the court? It was just a small offense.
Yes.
That she had paid for.
Yes, that she paid
She
for.
paid for it. But
She paid
because
for it.
they've cancelled, and in fact, there is no forgiveness in their own dictionary. I don't know whether they don't have a word like forgiveness in their language. They decided that no, nobody's going to employ her, nobody's going to do this. And that's the hypocrisy there. Why would you be carrying other people's battle? Now you see the celebrities coming back to Nigeria now. This person is fighting this person. It is their business. They are two grown adults. They decided to bring the matter to the internet. Their choice, because they feel like you people are their backbone. So when they bring it here, you are going to support them. Now it is their battle. You will see people that the matter did not concern.